What are you doing, step bro?
I am trying to find the most cringe way to start a stream, and that one will take the cake. Good morning, afternoon, and evening, whenever you were sitting down to watch this episode of the Caffeinated Dad Gaming live stream tonight. Wrong intro. No, that was the right one. That was the right one. Starting out strong. First one, right out the gate. It can only go up from here. That's how you set expectations. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys had a good week, stepmate. From here, the rest of the stream is going to be upwards. It's going to be enlightening. It's going to be grand. I hope you guys have had a good week. Today has been a very long day. This week has been a very long week. It's been a very busy week, and I am just excited to just chill out and relax. Easy does it. How about you? How was your week? What have you gotten into? What crazy things, what crazy shenanigans have you got? Just quick update on a couple of things that I'm working on. So I was able to work my Dark Knight up to level 62 thanks to some help with Galactic and running some just roulettes and stuff like that. So I am just about prepared for whatever happens at the level 63 trial. I don't know what's going to happen there. Nobody has told me, which is a good thing, but I will be able to tank that. I will be good, ready to go. But wearing the full Bavarian Buster glamour. I still got to get the glamour. I really got to get it in. But I do want to tell you guys about one thing that we had. So, of course, with this being very, very busy and lots of things going on and just in personal life and all that, I do want to tell you something that my daughter said, my middle daughter said, and it was hilarious. It was one of those things that you're just proud because she was right, you know? So we're doing the whole orientation thing. She's getting ready to go back into school, and she goes into school, 5 days a week. She does her whole thing. It's great. She loves it. School's like her favorite thing to do. So she's talking to one of her teachers, and one of her teachers who we're just introduced to, she goes, "Well, how old are you?" And she goes, "Well, I'm 4, right?" And she goes, "Okay. Well, when do you turn 5?" And she goes, "When I stop being 4?" And the teacher looked at us as if we were supposed to be like, "Well, sweetie, that's what you're not supposed to say that." In return, I say, "Yeah, that sums it up. Yeah, when you're done being 4, you'll be 5." And I was just like I couldn't even be mad, and the teacher's like, "Haha, okay," and kind of but the conversation dead in the air, just right there, ready to go, right out. First damn day, set them expectations low, and we're gonna build it up. That is the theme of the stream. It wasn't even a dad joke. She wasn't trying to be funny. She was being matter of fact, which makes it that much better. Because my daughter, she's beautiful. She's got little pigtails, bright grinning smile and stuff like that. And she's just like, when I turned 4, and then it almost felt like she looked at me and was kind of like, "Get a load of this, lady." It was hilarious. My wife and I have been cracking up about it all day. It was one of the best interactions. And it's just like day one, she was ready to go. I loved it. I was so proud. That was, and I won't even say that was a dad joke. That was just one of those things that if you guys have been around kids, if you have kids of your own, or you interact with kids, or you have nieces and nephews and stuff like that, younger kids, sometimes they say a lot of stuff that just doesn't make any damn sense whatsoever. I'll be honest with you. I'm not even going to set that expectation any "Oh, well, your kid should be speaking French." No, they say sometimes really silly things. But I will say that there's a couple of times where they will rattle off a line that is just it is almost like cosmic level of thinking. and you're just kind of like, where the hell did that come from? That was not, I was not ready for that. And that was one of those moments. I was like, so we took her and got her a donut after that, because I was like, damn, that was a good one. I wanted to share that with you guys because I thought that that was hilarious. As far as the MSQ, we did make it to Kugane, and we are here in Hingrishi? Where the hell is it? Hingashi, excuse me. We're just made it to Kugane. We showed up, and the man Hancock just started immediately throwing fades at what's his name, at Alfie. That was great. I love that. That's how you start out a new zone, is just as soon as Alfie nearly died 7 times on the ocean, like on a journey across the sea. First thing he gets here is just gets insulted. Love it. Really, really good. We are going to progress on to this. I don't know if I'll make the this level 63 trial, whatever is coming up. I was told that I still have a bit of story to go through, so I'm just going to progress on that. I'm just going to take my time. But yes, I do know that the Rising event is there. Opal has kept me very much abreast to it, and I was actually even kind of looking at it last night. But I'm kind of considering making like an own video on that and just talking about that event. Maybe just a short one, or maybe even just a YouTube short. It doesn't really have to be all that long. But I heard that there's a cryo minion. We get a cryo minion. I think that's what we're doing. I feel like kids are bestowed with knowledge that only they are aware of and forget at that age. I've been informed by my sister that when my niece gets older, I'll be in charge of watching Disney movies with her. I am wearing dresses when she wants to play princesses, and that's fine with me. Listen, I have 3 daughters. And if you guys keep track, you guys can look at some of the older streams, and like I had a lot less gray hair. I have 3 daughters, so... Oh no, the camera! I'm pointing. Ugh. Yep, there it goes. I look like I'm mid-sneeze, which is even funnier. Alright. I almost said hachu. Am I gonna come back? There we go. So I will say that I have 3 daughters. So occasionally I'm gonna have more gray hair than I intend on, a lot earlier than I intend on, which is fine. I'm happy for it. What I will say is that with having little girls, you just have to be okay with doing things that are outside of your wheelhouse, you know, like stuff like that. It's like stuff that you, especially as a guy, I grew up, my dad was a mechanic, right? My mom was a baker, but my dad was a mechanic, and an outdoorsman and stuff like that. So I was in that realm, and like, even though I had a couple older sisters, like I never really got into all that. Being a dad to 3 little girls, you sometimes just have to be okay looking good in pink. I'm just gonna say what it is, you know? Like, it's one of those things, you just gotta get used to it, you know? Morning, Marie. Camera got me. But I will say, Jack, I wish you the very best of luck. Very, very best of luck. Everyone in a princess dress. Kilts are comfortable. Kilts are fine. I have a kilt myself. I'm like, honestly, I was telling my wife the other day that I am fully ready for Final Fantasy to do like a North America like convention. If they do another North American convention somewhere I don't care, anywhere here in the United States, I'm gonna find a way to get to there. I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it. I've told her about it, and I was like, I'm gonna show up, and I'm gonna be like, let's go. Is it yearly? When's it out this next year? Vegas Fan Fest? Genuinely good luck. Or I'm guessing the tickets are hard to get. Because I'm pretty. Didn't they have one in Tokyo recently? I thought that was a splash art. Every 2 years, fan understatement. Oh, okay. As a Realm Reborn, it's pretty iconic since you started it. Yeah, maybe. No, it's before every expansion release, I think. Gotcha. Do Dark Knight's armor cherry pink, and that would be perfect camouflage. Enter a lottery for tickets. Oh, okay. All right. Never mind. Well, I mean, I'll still toss my hat in, of course, but... Woodsman wasn't ready for the call out in that video. I had to. That was such a good bit of information. The stream went completely a different way. Went out there. Corrupting influence on my niece and nephews, according to my brother. I just show them how to do fun things and supervise it. Yeah, you just gotta keep, as an uncle or an aunt, you just gotta keep them alive, really. You just gotta keep them alive. Into my niece clothing, and thus far have succeeded. Nice. There's lots of events in Vegas, even if you don't get tickets, honestly, during FanFest. Maybe I'll do like one of those, like if I don't get tickets into it, I'm kind of hoping that if I make enough waves on YouTube and elsewhere and other streams of media and stuff like that, get the special invite. That would be cool. Otherwise, I'm okay with, you know, like, what's the point of working a 9-to-5 job? Aside from kids. You guys get it. All right, so we were talking to Hancock. His last little bit of story, he wanted us to go and talk about the situation. He is Lolorito's right-hand man here in the East, but we don't trust him because he looks like a knockoff version of Neo from the Matrix. Room party savage. Always really noisy and messy things. While you're still this far behind current content, you will see a lot of things that don't make sense. Well, I guess I gotta catch up. I guess that's what you're telling me, you know? Can't die the Stormblood artifact yet. Yeah, asks Eureka. My favorite weed. Media tour. All right. Just gonna start making the wave. That's what we're doing. All right. So we're talking to Hancock, and he's like, "Hey, let's go to our secret daddy dungeon or something like that. Rider of Dragon, Savior Ishgard, Stealer of Pant." What is this line? Stealer of Pants. Okay. Questionable line. As some of the more puzzling rumors are to be believed. Whose pants did I steal? Hildebrand. Well, I did. They actually mentioned, you know, this is actually like the first interaction of Hildebrand, or if this is it, this is it. This is like the first kind of mention of Hildebrand in like the MSQ. This is actually pretty cool. Alrighty, I'm on board for this. From those Imperial guys. Oh, well, yeah. Okay, that's right. Grand Sir's Quest and Hildebrand, you stole their pants. Okay, all right, that's actually pretty cool. That's like the first time that was actually put in there. I like this. I like this. First visit in the fair city. I shall make an effort to point out various landmarks along the way. So if you could follow me. So I do want to also say this real quick. So I've gotten my my Dark Knight up to 62. But also, like, I'm actually not against this fashion, like the winged helm, right? Paired with like that cloak that I have just recently got. I actually don't hate this. I could build off of this. I'm just saying, like. I mean, I like the cape, you know, like I have the, oh, they wiggle. Look, they're actual wings. They're actual wings. Like, they're not just like steel. They flap. I'm not against this. I'm just saying. I'm not 100% against that. Hello, I wasn't actually just a knight. Ten Kanto. I've seen you slated my beloved dress. What? I have the dress. I haven't gotten rid of it. I know better than to do that. And actually, I mentioned like Tartaru like 15 times in the next video. So I think that comes out Monday. So get him a full dungeon set. Bathing suit you're getting. I'm getting a bathing suit? The hell? Dancer. I don't know if I'll do dancer. I don't know if the stash can handle the dancer. I mean, I already have the outfit, so, I mean, I could, theoretically. Spire of Drifting Souls, which as some have already deduced, makes a reference to the Aetherite that stands over yonder. Oh, it can. You can be a street dancer. I know men can wear princess dresses. I have, in fact, worn a princess dress to make my oldest child happy. We don't talk about those days anymore. A long story tradition, I assure you. This particular example was constructed on Shishu, a collective of skilled craftsmen who guard the ancestral techniques with utmost secrecy. Okay, well, I've already attuned to that. Thank you. The stash can dance. Disco. Yeah, I would say he's disco. Is that they can tie into MSQ in interesting ways. Wait, the Stormblood, the actual, well, I was also told that I should be doing, and I didn't do this last time, but I do need to go back and do the level 60 and 62 Black Mage quests and do them as I am going through. I was told that that is something very important that I should do. Was the name of that quest where the streets are paved with Kugane, or have no Kugane, something like that? Hold on. Where the streets are paved with Kugane, where the streets have no name. That's pretty cool. I actually like the Eastern aesthetic. You know, like, so one of the best iterations that I saw was when I played Guild Wars 1, the very first one, way back when I was a kid. I really got into the game with the first expansion that they had, which was Factions. And I talked about the Jade Sea and all this. If you guys know, you know. And I really liked the incorporation of, like, the Eastern culture. Like, I actually really like this. I like this aesthetic. It just feels relaxed. You know, feels relaxed. Are obvious, but like Hilda's story continues in the machinist quests. Ninjas, you know, like I don't know if I'll ever be a ninja, you know, like I try to understand them, but I just can't see where they're coming from. You found the trigger word. It was ninja. For Dark Knight. Not that I know. Okay, sneak that one right past me. Japanese games always have to make a Japan area. Ancient Hingan word for gold. So in this prosperous port where golden fortunes are made, less fortunes, or Kugane, are earned by the local merchants. It is quite logical once you learn the language. I don't like this dude. All right, Tartaru's making friends. I'm good God. Look at the size of this road again. He's goat Setsu size. Like, I'm a Highlander. Look how tall I am compared to this monster. I invite you to peruse our wares at your leisure. You'll literally visit most of Asia in this expansion. Western games include some type of version of a freedom land. Yeah. Yeah. It's like Nero, but like less divorce energy and more slimy. Got you. There's some type of interaction there. I just like that as the second that we came and visited here, like what's it? Hancock just started immediately trash talking Alfie, like it was like, "Oh, are you sad? Have I offended you?" And there goes the camera again. Damn it! This camera is not going to let me stream tonight. Always have to make a Japanese area. They are Japanese. Oh. I believe. Will it work? Who set up this damn stream? Wait for it. Nope, no stream. You guys just get caffeinated dad voice. At this point, are you guys even really all that surprised when something like this happens? I have to like unplug it, plug it back in. Yeah, no, nobody's surprised anymore. Come on. I wish that this would work. But then you guys get like the classic noises. So you guys are having fun. Yeah, look at that. Now who I know who's playing. Oh no. Okay, there we go. It decided to come back. I'm not even gonna mess with it. We're just gonna leave it as is. You guys get wide frame Caffeinated Dad. Wide frame. I don't zoom in. I'm not gonna. No, it's not overheating. I think it has to do with the connection because I think one of the USB ports on the top of my computer it doesn't always function, and I think it's that one that I'm hooked up to. Really would not like to snipe followers tonight. Revealing things about zones Caff Dad hasn't done. I haven't seen anything, so. Makes you look shiny. Woo. With one of the Garland cousins here, with this in mind, I would encourage you to choose your words carefully. We would not want any physical altercations. After all, such spats being strictly forbidden. That's worse than any of those French Corthos words that I was trying to read earlier. Punishes breaches of peace quite severely. I'm guessing it's like some type of armored guard here. Okay. Snipe folks tonight. Witchy could be sniping. And I saw Galactic, you were in here earlier. Take their job. Se ki se gomi. I'm gonna read that too fast and be like, sexy gomi. That's just what's gonna happen. Sexy gomi. Got it. We got it. Guys, don't worry. Figured it out. Got it. Writing that one down. Eastern culture has sexy gomis. Hey, that's mine. Well, sexy coming up. Oh, I like who. Hey, Seneca, welcome in. Glad to see you. Before a merchant in his cups dare lay a hand on a Kugane aristocrat in front of the sexy Gomi, the samurai cut him in half with a single stroke. That's incredible. That's actually really cool. Sexy what? Sometimes refer to them as gummy bears. I don't think I was going to go with gummy bears. Military police, okay. Based in the real Shinsen Gomi. That would be gummy bears in bondage. Where the hell are we going? Where is this going? No. We're staying on topic, folks. We're gonna stay on we're Kugane. You started it. I always start it. See, that's the thing though, is that I lead in with a line and then you guys follow up and then I'm like, oh my goodness, why would you say that? Like, and on that note, it would behoove you to behave. Failing that, we may have to be forced part ways with one another, or you with yourselves in the manner of the late Teleji Adeleji. Oh shit, he's laughing. Hey, vernacular, I appreciate it. We learned from watching you. There we go, we send out the gift. I appreciate it. If you guys got the mugs, go ahead and toss them up. Thank you very much, vernacular. Upgraded to X rating very, very quickly. If you guys got the mugs, go ahead and send them up. Why is my thing popping up? Why? Where are you? Oh, that didn't pop up. I'm sorry. Enjoy your mugs, guys. Welcome in. Yeah, the guy's got really dark humor, and I am starting to understand the slimy bit, you know? X-rated stream deserves more members. Good God, what's it? I've also realized that a lot of my streams, because I either curse or we talk about like subjective things, you can't find on the restricted mode of YouTube. You'll never find any of most of my content on the restricted mode. I used to think that my audience was strictly 18 to like, I think that they do it by age brackets of like 10, like 18 all the way up to like 50 or something like that. Like within that range, because it's like, those are the people who are interested. No, my content, because I curse and say things, is on the restricted or off of the restricted mode. So you'll never see me down there. So if I start making content that isn't PG and various stuff like that, or if it is just PG and stuff like that, I could have a wider audience. I feel like I would dim down my personality for that though. That's why you all like the stream. So I'm learning, I'm figuring these things out. Don't you worry. Boop. Another vint. Well, I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. Ousted everyone. Whoops. Mental age is 12 though. Keep going. Sure, I'm safe. All right, so Hancock's got kind of a dark personality there, because he was just laughing about Adeleji being able to be fit into the half-price bin, which is kind of that. I do get that. That makes sense. Growing up is optional, very much so. I'm only 22. There you go. See, I was gonna say I'm in my 30s, and yeah, of course, all my kids, we have them in activities because they need activities. Like my kids cannot just sit home and, you know, like I don't have the patient kids. They're very much like me. They all want to get up and move and do stuff and be active and stuff like that. I have one such kid, that's in karate, and I think in my mind, and perhaps you guys can elaborate. In my mind, I'm like, you know, I'm actually, you know, like I feel like I'm pretty fit. I feel like I can do most things without having any pain or any injuries or stuff like that. And then I go to one of these karate classes and I watch like a 20-something do a double tornado spinning roundhouse kick or something like that, where he spins around twice in air and then kicks with enough force to break 3 boards. And then I realize I am so severely out of shape. I am nowhere near strong enough to do all stuff like that. So that's why I came home and told my wife, I was like, man, I'm feeling old today. Ooh. There's you know, like I felt like there's probably a time that I could do that, where I could do at least like a spinning tornado kick without like being goofy and be like, oh, that was pretty cool. And it's just like, and then I see these kids do it and they're like, shh, and it's like a karate movie in front of me, and I'm like, I'm done, tag out. Like, done. Hey, round is a shake. Would you guys believe when I was in high school, I was close to 300 pounds? That is a true fact. There you go. Citizen Kane, welcome in. Glad to have you. Is of you know who. Mark the guards at the gate, and their uniforms are not different from those you've seen in the West. Let's go for that one. Oh, I'm not even in my prime could I do that specialized training. No, I could not. To get back on YouTube's better side, you should sing Baby Shark. It's still the best, like the highest producing video in all of YouTube. Still, I think it gets like, I looked this up. I think like per hour, it gets like 50,000 views to this day. Like I'd have to look that up and confirm, but it was like 50,000 views, which is just ridiculous. Link a video in the Discord from the Holderness family. Arcana, you very much can. You know why? Because my wife loves the Holdernesses. They love the she loves watching those guys. And I'll make sure to take a look at it. Werewolf for fun, just because I have a job and pay bills doesn't mean I have to act like a respectable adult of my time. No, God no. Just because you are over a certain age, if you, all I will say is that if you can work for whatever hobby or interest that you have, and it's not like hurting anyone, good God, go out there and do, unless it's like a sport or something. There's obvious ways around that, but I mean more along the lines of like, if that's what you want to do, then do it. Like, I remember I played Magic the Gathering when I was a kid, and me and my buddy would go to these like local matches and have a great time. There was a guy who rolled up and he was like 45 years old, big cowboy hat, briefcase full of magic cards, and he would come in and just clean house. At the time, I was like, oh, look at this jerk, this is for kids. But then I'm like, he's an adult and he can afford what he wants. So, I mean, I can't get mad at that. Dear God, you know my ex. Okay. The power of lazy parenting. Do I get one for Black Mage? We'll try that one with casting. So much more I could speak on the soothing waters of Ocean and the ethereal delights of the pleasure districts, but I doubt was a weird from company offices. Was his name Tex? I knew a guy in Tex that matches that description. Truth be told, I do not remember his name. I do remember my sister being interested in him. My sister is older than me. I think she's got like 10 years on me, somewhere in that neighborhood. But I remember that she was interested in him. So there's that. Fandom was built on the backs of housewives and mothers. Never forget that. Absolutely. In Music Dump. Thank you. I appreciate that, Arcana. I think we all know a guy named Tex. Oh, that's a cool bow. Oh, there's the Olda sign. The Olda insignia. And the quest name was By the Grace of Lord Lolorito. It's an extra meds night.
Our thaumaturges took great pains to ward these walls against all manner of surveillance. Where business dealings are concerned, we do not compromise on confidentiality. You may avail yourselves of these offices for the duration of your visit. Come and go as you like, and know that you may speak freely here.
Yes, but the... Oh, okay, get it. I can't. I can't. There's no winning with you guys. There's no winning. I'm listening to Hancock. And his slimy self.
Your offer is most generous, but I will not enter into any agreement which would leave us beholden to you or your master.
Fair.
A legitimate concern. Allow me to clarify then. The chairman bids you consider this as an expression of his heartfelt contrition for the bloody banquet and the unpleasantness which followed. Never having been one to put stock in words alone, the chairman deems the provision of material aid to be a more appropriate demonstration of his sincerity. By sheer coincidence, your purpose here also happens to coincide with our own interests. That is, assuming you are come to aid the Doman Liberation Front.
I'm there in spirit. Little statue of Lolorito there. Yeah, you see him in the background? You just stop, just add adulting to your repertoire.
How could... I will not bother to offer a denial. You have the right of it. To be specific, we are come in search of our Far Eastern allies, Yugiri and Gosetsu, whom we hope to assist in their fight.
It's a nanny cam.
The Aori Shinobi and the Rugadan Samurai? Then you will be pleased to know that they have both come to Kugane.
Are you sure?
Quite. They came here aboard a company vessel, you see. However, they encountered difficulties securing passage across the Ruby Sea.
I hate the way it's Rugadan. Yeah, I was gonna say Rugadan and Ori, and it's like Aura and Rodigan. I thought that was the way I had to train myself for Rodigan. Like, I'll be honest with you. So, like, if they're gonna change it now, like, I'm screwed. Like, I can't take this, guys.
The Ruby Sea. Sorry, I've never been any good at geography.
Forgive me. This calls for a map.
There's a recent VA issue, too.
We are here in Kugane, the sole open port of Hingashi, situated on her western coast.
Okay. It's the same flair of calling you Hurian man instead of just Hur. Gotcha. If I pronounced it wrong, wrong is wrong. I refuse to be right. Moose and knees is a descriptor version of all rock. Got it. All right, let's see.
Doma, meanwhile, is here on the eastern coast of Otherd in Yansha. Therefore, if your friends are to reach Doma, they must first cross the Ruby Sea. Alas, this is easier said than done, as the Ruby Sea does not fall within the dominion of either Hingashi or Doma, being controlled since antiquity by a third party, namely the Confederacy.
Confederacy. More pirates! I'm really seeing Lise close up in the graphic, and she's birdie.
Said maritime collective is known for the consummate skill of its sailors, and for demanding that any vessel entering its waters pay a toll referred to as the Ruby Tithe. In exchange, the Confederacy's vast fleet guarantees the safety of those who travel within its territory. Now, as I'm sure you are aware, Garlemald conquered Doma some 25 years past.
Yara.
At which time the Empire saw
He's still
no
behind
value
you,
in
Captain.
controlling the Ruby Sea. And thus did they turn a blind eye to the activities of the Confederacy. The recently appointed acting Imperial Viceroy of Doma had other ideas, however. She has formally condemned the Confederacy and declared that any who recognize their authority shall be branded enemies of the Empire.
That's our way in. We gotta go convince some pirates that we're good friends.
Hingashi severed ties with these toll takers and forbade the payment of the Ruby Tithe, prompting the Confederacy to make it known that any merchants choosing to sail the Ruby Sea would do so at their peril.
More pirates. Welcome in, Nicole. Her. Yeah. There, whoever the viceroy is here, it's a lady. They just confirmed.
No wonder they struggled to secure passage to Doma. What captain would risk such a journey given the circumstances?
What if it's like, it's also Xenos.
Easily deterred from their course, but I know not whether their persistence bore fruit.
I say we follow in Yugiri and Gosetsu's footsteps and attempt to secure passage to Doma for ourselves. We will
Xena.
need to cross the sea in any case, and we may learn something of their whereabouts in the process.
Don't start with that Xena. Don't start with Xena nonsense again. Oh, I know. I make a special note. Let me just say, I make a special note in Monday's video where I talk about how Xenos quite literally kicked my ass without breaking a sweat off of that beautiful, well-conditioned Neutrogena hair. Let me just say that. Dude. And players say, okay. I remember seeing that. No,
And should we find that they are still in Kugane, we can make the journey together.
In that case, I have some information which may be of use to you. No quid pro quo, I assure you.
Is Neutrogena...
Chairman was most insistent that I aid you to the best of my ability.
Wait, is Neutrogena a hair care product? I'm pretty sure it is. Someone Google that. Maybe it's maybe... Oh, yeah! Off the top of my head. And it... Is it skincare? Maybe it's maybe... Okay. I was just... You guys gotta understand, I use... for like my entire life, I use like that Walmart VO5 stuff. Like, I'm not even sure it's shampoo. It could just be like motor oil that they colored pink. I really don't know about hair care products. Let me just go ahead and say. Now, soap, on the other hand, I really take good. I get Dr. Squash. I order 1 bar and it's big enough and it lasts for a while. But hair care products, it's just pink. What kind of shampoo you got? I don't know. It's pink and it's got, I don't know. It's It's red and it's got a fire truck on it, and I'm like, I want to be as cool as a fire truck. So of course, as a man, I bought it. It's simple logic. Just VO5 makes shampoo. Is it conditioner? I don't know. It says for hair, so I put it on the hair. I don't ask questions, folks. Got stuff to do. Oh, there's the slimy smile. Which hair though? Oh no, I use my wife got me a like a special like scrub for my face. Very, very scrubby dubby and all that. And she also, like, personally, I like to eat a lot of like garlic and onion type foods. Like, I mean, you give me a good salsa, you give me a good burrito. I mean, I chop up garlic like really finely and put it into my eggs in the morning. Love it. So, so good. She's like, you gotta scrub that face and like, I'm not gonna kiss you until you brush your teeth. Like, she just makes a very, very big point. Like, she will not get close to me if I've eaten garlic and I haven't brushed my teeth. Like, she's like, no, I can't take it. It's just too much. So, you gotta go around, toss some red shampoo VO5 in there. It's good to go. We're clean. Irish Spring and wear a kilt. I'm starting to see a trend. I use special stuff for my hair because I have alopecia. Oh, okay. Wait. I've heard of alopecia before. Garnier has some better shampoo for the price of mildly available. Daily Clarify shampoo. See? Completely. Woodsman, you don't even have to make like another like thirst, you know, donation or anything for the voice chat. I just mentioned hair care products and everyone's like, let me, Calf, come here. Let me tell you something. Come here, Calf. Come here. I need to tell you what my products are. Like, that's just immediately everyone's on it. My husband has been issues with cutting jalapenos and then getting hands. That is more relatable than you know. I cannot tell you how many times I've cinched my eyes or my nose, like with. Oh boy, I love jalapenos, and it's like, no, you're done for today. Tag out. You're. Felipe, what's going on? No, that's very much the oh god. I will just say this, Witchy. I will say this. Relatable. Anyway. A good samurai is hard to find. Oh, hey, a mystery package. I haven't. But not in the handsy way. Now, I usually get it in my eyes. Because, like, for some reason, my job does require me to look at a computer, and after a while, my eyes start to get, like, a little, like, sore, and I go to rub them. Even if I wash my hands, I feel like I still have jalapenos, and I'll be like, haha, oh boy, my eyes are on fire. It's not a good time. All right, so now we're on the hunt for our samurai buddies. Check my focus. Ooh. That focus? Hard to find. I'm right here. Rude. Is aware of that, good God. The screen's blurry. Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. Oh, yeah. Well. Aha! This camera is going to be the death of me. Oh, look at that. Yeah, the lighting in the background, I gotta find a way to tone these down. I actually think I can. There we go. So I thought that was normal. I have to forget that I have recent pay. I like those. Wait, what did Jack say? Could be worse. Eating hot peppers before alone time. You see what I mean? Like, I just have like one line. I talked about garlic and onions, and this stream has gone completely out of the windows. This was not me. This is a group effort. This is everyone working together to achieve that goal, baby. That's not just me. Bravo. Well done. Calf Dad, spicy stream there. This is terrible. Ray Dunn Galactic, you might want to back out, buddy. We're talking about some stuff. We got some conversations. Am I allowed to bring up green chili? No, you can. You're welcome, Nicola. Good God, Alfie. These are actually really good drawings, but this also reminds me that Alfie was able to draw Y'shtola from from memory, and then when we saved her from the live stream, she didn't have any clothes on, and then he was like, oh, yeah, that image is burned into my mind, which is like, to me, is him admitting that he has eidetic memory and that he is like vividly remembering what Y'shtola looked like without any clothes on. Just saying. Just saying. They don't exist anymore. Read the description. Okay, when I get them, because that looks like a signature. This is actual concept art, right? He can draw from memory now. He sketched it in 10 seconds. Nod. But I only admit it when I'm being scolded. And Bar, no, I did not. I did not finish the jumping puzzle. I wanted to keep my sanity. Look how everyone's here jumping in. Wait, what's it? It's key items, isn't it? Or is it just regular item? Rule 34 was a horny lat. Oh, okay, I'll get it in a sec. Accurate depiction of Yugiri and Gosetsu, once again suggesting that Alphino may have mistaken his life's calling. Okay, yeah. Alfie shouldn't have been a diplomat. Just saying. Alright, where the hell do I have to go? I have to go... You could make a living doing this. Bonk, 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 and only y'all can bonk. He's a child, even if he's no, he hasn't aged this entire time. And you guys have confirmed that this story has taken the place over a couple of years. I'm just saying. Pickled garlic like candy. I think this Costco has some really good jalapeno pickled eggs. Made me sick when I was little. Oh, like, I've strongly considered getting like those large, like containers of like pickled eggs, or not pickled eggs, pickled like jalapenos and stuff like that. I love me a good jalapeno. I like it when it burns. It tastes better when it burns. Yeah, Galactic, by the way, we have gone so far off the rails as far as the stream is concerned, that, oh, do I have that one? Do I have that one? I have that one. We've talked about a lot of strange stuff, buddy. I wouldn't even say strange. It's just how fluid conversation would go, you know? Use a munch, pickled serrano peppers. Woo! I need pickled garlic, pickled good. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, pickles in some regard are okay. Like, you know, like there are some pickles that you need to have, or like things that are pickled. But like, to me, I could never get on board for pickled eggs. And it made me think about it actually bringing it up. Like, I can't do that. Can't do that. Hair care. This is why they say Ellison have puberty growth spurt at 20 to avoid the awkward twins in the room. True. Off the Rails isn't new things for these streams. Yeah. I mean, like, I sit there and it's like, I wonder, and I'm hesitant to join other Final Fantasy XIV streamers and just watch, because I like watching other streamers to see what they do. Because it's like, you can't have experiences of other people and what they are doing if you only stay contained into your nice little bubble. And I'm curious of watching other streams, but I'm also not trying to get myself spoiled. Does this happen a lot, or is this just my stream? Because I'm very, very concerned that it is just my stream. Like, does this happen elsewhere? Not safe for work here. It might be just here. Okay. Okay. I do it everywhere. How am I not to take that phrasing terrible, Pint Size? It's like, I do it everywhere. It's been an hour and I haven't even gotten out of Kugane. I'm sorry. Ooh. I said what I said. That was not okay. I don't know. I'm not a regular watcher. Yeah, it really depends on the audience. Okay. Just 14 things. That water hit the back of the throat. Please don't die live on stream. I intend on living. Just say it. Usually chat is good when it comes to not spoiling things for blind runs. No, I know. Experience is stalling. Well, you know what's funny? Is I thought about that. It's less about me stalling, because I don't feel like I'm trying to stall, right? Like I feel like I don't try to stall on purpose, but it's like when I get into these streams, I actually just like interacting with you guys. Right? Like, I'm enjoying the story and I like the reactions, but like stuff like this where it's like, oh, we're just getting a tour of Kugane, there's really not a whole lot of action. I like interacting with you guys, you know? Like, and I know it's like a lot of people are here also to see the reactions of the story and what's going on, but I get so sidetracked on just talking to y'all. I'm just saying. 9 o'clock, I'm not doing anything medical. No IRL death. I'm trying not to. It's part of the fun for everyone, but enjoying the community. If you're they're caught up, they get spoiled because of the collective thirst. Nah, it's me. I am the collective thirst. It's couch gaming. Yeah. Well, it's like I try to make the my my weekly videos fun and engaging and stuff like that. But then there's also a time where I end up like just all I end up doing is like talking most of this stream just to you guys and just like about everything under the sun, you know. Collective thirst. Emotional lich here to feast on your power. You will try. Probably successfully too. Yes. He plays with his friends, and those conversations are definitely off the rails. But see, that's the thing though, is that like, so I was talking to Galactic because Galactic had made this suggestion that if I was going to play 16, he was suggesting that I go ahead and do like a live reaction instead of doing a recap where I talk about it post the action. Like I set up the camera, hopefully it doesn't fail, but I play through 16, the game, and like down in the bottom corner, you'll have my picture while the game is happening, you know? And like kind of record it that way. He had suggested that that was the way that he would like to see it. Soccer Boy Steve, thank you for grabbing a cup. But yeah, like I love those good just interactions where it's just like, it feels like it's kind of a hangout. That's why I try to encourage it here on the streams, is because this is the live hangout, you know? Mugs. Thank you, Opal. She's pretty cool. I like her eye patch. Fair and equitable. Yeah. Okay. Nod. The Moon Brita hair. Yeah. Muck is playing No Man's Sky and it's painful. Why, is he not good? Or like I haven't touched No Man's Sky. So I'd probably not be the best person to talk about that. About time, Murray. Also, good morning. I shouldn't yell at you like that. All right, so she just had that note in her back pocket just in case we came. Join the stream prepared. Environment is a bad starting. The environment is a bad starting planet. Right in the prison pocket. It was ready to go. All right, so now we gotta go talk to the captains because one of them took. Took our folks across the Ruby Sea, but also the that was an important note to note. Wow, important bit of information that she is open to all, which means that if anyone asks who we are or what we asked about, she will tell the people behind us. We don't get like specific privacy, we'll say. Can't blame that on me. For 16, I'm so excited for 16. I actually legitimately am excited too. I was trying to talk to Galactic and figure out the best way to like put the content onto the channel because I do want to play it. I don't know if I'll play it on stream because I want to keep the streams pretty well, you know, like in line with 14. But it's also like I do want to incorporate it in some way, shape, or form. I don't know if this is the way I need to go. You are Cav, hat enthusiast, obviously. Well, love a live react. Sorry, said husband walked in. I would love a live react. Wait, a live react to 16? Hold on now. On jalapeno pickled eggs, I was growing up and such. Neutral ground at its finest. Oh. I really think that if I did 16, I would have to do like the live facial reaction and stuff like that. And I followed Afro Senju for a while. And he's still, I think he's still on his 100-day challenge, but he was playing 16 at the beginning. And it's just like, I watched a couple of it, not enough to spoil really anything. I didn't watch long enough for that. But like, just the combat and the action is just like, it feels like it's a movie, man. Like you were a part of a live action thriller. And then Galactic was like, yeah, the whole playthrough, if you do it like normally, is like 50 to 60 hours. Holy hell. Feels so clean. I don't think it's a good streaming game. Yeah, it's probably a game off stream. That's where I'm thinking about putting it. All right, so that's one captain who's like, yeah, no, we didn't do anything. Can I get up there? Oh, I got to go up and around. A niche spice trader. Regular length of Final Fantasy. Okay. From player control into a cutscene. And I want it so bad. 16 comes out. I've been waiting for so long for it to come to PC, and the timing is just so bad for me. I get that. All the kids are in their activities, and legitimately everyone's kicking into school. So, like, you know, it's again right now to just all times. I think you should always watch your budget, of course, but it's like I also have to find a way to justify. I think it's $60. Like, I don't know. To pick up some extra overtime at work, that should be fine. Okay, so, what's it? Gosetsu was here. Goat Setsu was here. But we don't know where he ran off to, so we're gonna have to go up top. Janthier Wild for the birthday. Bar, what are your thoughts of Janthier? Did you enjoy Janthier? That open? Okay, no, never mind. I'm gonna go check upstairs. Would really love to mount here. Kurt Captain. Where is this dude? Come on now. Oh, there he is. Meticulous Merchant. I really think they knocked it out. Yeah, I've honestly very much loved their expansion. Very, very well. Very well done. Pleasure houses aplenty. Okay, that was more than less unhelpful. The older Final Fantasies? Yeah, I think at some point. I was telling Galactic what I wanted to do is find a way to balance out me playing, like, you know, Final Fantasy 16 while also still playing, like, Guild Wars 2 and Lord of the Rings Online. By the way, which I still love. That is like my treat, we'll say, kind of like brain off MMO. I can just sit there, just go around, play the game. I don't have to think about anything really, or I don't have to really pay attention to too much. It's just like that, like, comfortable MMO, let me put it that way. And I was talking to Galactic because I'm trying to find a way to balance all the different things and still put out the 5 videos a week, because at least 2 of them are going to be Final Fantasy 14 because that's what I'm streaming, you know. So it's like I'm trying to figure out the best cadence of content, you know. $5,000 gil shop price. Oh wait, no, that's right. Pixel Remaster is pretty good release, and it's getting a wide release tomorrow. It's what the hell is that? Era Final Fantasies. You know what old game that I actually really like? I think I saw him upstairs, actually. I saw him when we were doing the jumping puzzle. What game I actually really liked growing up, and like I played, I think it was on the GameCube. One game that I really liked, and I really had a good time, was Fire Emblem. I really loved the hell out of Fire Emblem. That was such a good game in my mind, and it was like one of those, like, I knew it was kind of like turn-based in that sense, but it was just such a good game and all of that. It was, I had that on what was it, GameCube? Path of Radiance, I want to say is what it was. Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. It had Ike and his sister and the Black Knight and all that. I want to say Path of Radiance. That's the name that's sticking in my head. Yeah, it was GameCube. Okay, yeah, I played that. I played the hell out of that game, and it was just so good. That was such a good game in my mind. And I didn't realize how good of a game it was until I've gotten older. Stopping at Sacred Stones for the strangely stopped at Sacred Stones on Game Boy Advance. I never actually played Dragon Quest. I will be the first one to sit here and tell you I never actually played Dragon Quest. It's funny, you talk, yeah, I know. A lot of people get upset. I've talked about this. I haven't actually even played Skyrim. Never played Skyrim. Never touched it. Just gonna be voice acted. Lise, you got resting bitch face. Rectify that now. Ultima 2. Play Dragon Quest or the old Final Fantasy 1. I laughed about Black Myth Wukong. Beesh. I like how Lise had like just RBF, like nobody's business right there, like. Maybe I can pay. It's like playing Dragon Ball Z, but the original story. Oh no, my power analog, no! Dragon Quest, the HD remake is out. There's so many good games. There's so many good games that I gotta get into. And that's kind of why I want to play them. I don't want to do the things on, like, either stream or off stream. And there's so much good gaming out there that I'm missing. So, wouldn't you? Alright, to be fair though, we watched all the shenanigans of Hildebrand, and at quite literally everything that happened in that entire story all the way through, like, a talking fish really isn't that out far out of my wheelhouse. You know, honestly, Captat, I would not be surprised. I'm just... Bring many gil. I have 300,000. There we go. How are we gonna pay for this, though? Shadowbringers and Endwalker. Look at you guys. Don't you guys look great? And then there's one of them. What are these guys? And where are our folks? Okay, they're down there. I gotta jump. Fall damage. Oh, we gotta go this way. 300,001. I can't pay it. Damn it. It's just like, just buy the game at that point. Just buy the game. They're little devils. There's a character designs and draw by Akira Toriyama. Namazu. That large, yes, you need that many gills. Isn't that kind of ironic, talking to a fish? I need that many gills. That wasn't even really meant to be a dad joke. I just thought it was kind of funny. But it's terrible. I'm sorry, that was low effort. I could do better. I can only offer 2. Never believe what happened. I wanted it to burn it to the ground. It goes brrrr. Asking what Ritlock would do is and doing the opposite was one of your favorite parts of Janthier. And that was like such a subtle line. Like, I feel like a lot of people would miss that if they didn't know, you know? Scheming moneylenders, ever eager to turn profit on others' misfortune. Viceroy herself was a spy. If she did not have countless agents here in her employ, all the eager to prove themselves to a new master, what better way than foreign insurgents? Hmm? And punch him until he tells us the truth. Catfished. No, Marie. Wait. Did someone else say it? Marie just say catfished? They just got catfished? That was pretty good. They got catfished. I like that. Or no, Scribblers. Scribblers said. Scribblers. That is so good. He got catfished. Oh, our friends might be dead. Okay, so we're gonna go spring the strap. All right, let's see what the fish people have for us. Yeah, something tells me I'm not gonna trust it. I don't like this fish. I unironically, something smells fishy. I'm glad everyone was here just waiting. That was too easy in my mind. And that's the downfall, I will say, of Final Fantasy XIV, is that after a while you become so distrustful of everything. Something's gonna happen. Calling it. Wouldn't be a game if something didn't happen. I don't trust this fish. I know what you mean. No one likes to fish. Yes, yes. I am getting Cernix is working on that emote, by the way. Cernix is working on that what do you call it? The emote for Papa Meow. Just saying, where he's like thinking. Looks fishy, seems fishy. Oh, it's a duty too. Wait, did she say it too? Something smells fish. I mean, come on, they're setting us up for this, right? Okay.
He's late.
Because he has no intention of coming. Oh, no, there he is. Look, a little waddler.
Endless and most sincere apologies to you and yours, yes, yes. This way, quickly now.
I hate this already. Disgusting. Something isn't right. Did you see that he couldn't just like pivot immediately and turn around? He had to take a wide turn to make it around. He couldn't just stop and turn. He had to like eat and turn around. He had to steer.
Enough. Where are you taking us? Where is the ship?
This ship. So very sorry to inform you, yes, yes. Long before was it pledged to another.
I hate his voice.
To me, these ones are for Doma.
Oh my goodness. Who could have saw that coming?
I knew it couldn't be this simple.
Oh no!
Nothing personal, yes, yes, just business.
Kick him! Kick him!
Then business is about to take a turn for the worse.
Kick him! Do it! Yeah!
Ah!
Oh, you just knocked him
Come on,
out.
let's find a way out of here.
The fact that she just kicked him to catch him, you better like be able to keep kicking, you know? Finally, some action. It's against the lure. Finally, I'm able to actually use my magics. So fight quietly. That's okay. Different place, same story. Every time we go in here, why can't we just have a normal day? Oh, the sexy gomies are coming to get us. Oh no, the sexy gomies. Where will result in a failure. Okay. How does one fire four quietly? All right, so we got a stealth mission now. We got to get back to the place. That's not how it's pronounced. I know it's not how it's pronounced. Come on. Can I sprint? This is stressful. I wonder if I probably cannot put them to sleep, can I? That's probably out of the question. Oh, here comes a runner. If you'll excuse me. I don't even know where the hell do I have to go. All right, I'm gonna follow this dude. Nope. Leaf! Leaf, get out of there! Oh, if you'll excuse me. Lise is not helping. This was a horrible idea. Wait, wait, wait. Get out of there. Get out. It's okay. I knew what I was doing. Lise, you damn, good God. Did I go the wrong way? What? Who the hell are you? Who? Fucking Donatello just appeared and he's like trying to lead me out. What is this? No, I don't want to go in the sewer. Please don't. Why? The house is right there. Why are we going this way? Dude. What have we got to lose? Dude, you're gonna get us caught. You are gonna get us caught. I am not getting any closer to you. How do these guys not see us? Yes, I see you. Go, go. Good God. Just get up the stairs. Just get up the damn stairs. Good God, where's Shredder? This is so stressful.
Hello there.
Welcome in. You're watching Stressful Gaming with Caffeinated Dad. How did he not see me? Good God. Everything is going to be fine. Trust you. No. You work with Shredder. Guys, what the hell is happening in this game? They are very trustful. There's a bunch in front of the house. You can't go in there. The true New York... the true New York sewer experience.
Stay hidden and quiet. Understood?
Where's your brothers? How was your stream last night, honey? Yeah, I followed a turtle into a sewer.
Clear the road! Clear the road! You there, Kugane. We seek 4 foreigners. One, a brutish woman carrying an unconscious Namazu. Have you seen them?
One, a brutish. I thought that they were trying to say British.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to Caffeinated Gaming with Stressful Dad.
Stressful Dad. They put me on a stealth mission where I have to follow around the loudest person in our entire party. Lisa's not quiet. She's not. She's got like tin can legs, and she's also carrying a unconscious catfish. Explain that to someone, and I walked right in front of these guys. Yeah, I'm a little bit stressed. Just a little bit. A British woman. Do you know how little that narrows it down, Marie? Thank you for the donation. Jesus.
4 foreigners, you say? Ah, yes! Very rude they were, making no apology as they barged past. They went that way, I think.
Many thanks, good sir. With me, they cannot have gone far.
Someone who's living in Britain, that's just a normal Tuesday. This is by far not the worst though. There's more?
All is well.
There's more?
The Sekisei Gumi will not return
Sekisei
this way for
Gumi.
some time, I should think.
Sekisei Gumi. No. Record scratch. You may ask how I'm in the sewer with a martial artist, a sundry, and an unconscious fish. And also 2 elephant teenagers. Listen, I can explain. Officer, this just looks really bad on the outside. After a couple of minutes, you're gonna be laughing, I swear. Just let me talk. Sekisumi, no. Let me tell you about how I met your mother. You can't explain.
You are of the East Aldenard Trading Company, yes? Come with me. I know a safer way.
Donatello appearing from the shadows, and we're following along. Average Tuesday. The British, or rather brutish. The Seki Gum Gums.
You are returned. And with guests, I see.
Our meeting went about as well as expected. We've brought the Namazu who thought to betray us. When he wakes up, we'll see what he knows about Yugiri and Gazetsu.
Been in a tabletop fantasy gaming campaigns that made less sense than this. Why is Hancock hot? Are you sure? Well, I mean, like, throwing fades at Alfie, I guess. Still. Tabletop RPGs make no sense.
Well done, you. When I saw the Sekisei Gumi out in force, I did begin to worry, but I see
What
my
do we
fears
want?
were misplaced.
Girlfriends, when do we want them? After this level. See, I went with, and this wasn't the only choice, but one of the reasons I think my wife and I get along so well is that we have separate hobbies. Like, she's not really into gaming. I'm not really into reading, and like she's very, very good at finding deals and shopping and doing things like that. Like, she's very financially savvy, and those are the type of things that she finds interest in. She also loves collecting photos and making photo books. Those are things that I'm just not as skilled at, you know? Like, one of the best things I would say is just having like different interests throughout. So I'm just saying, when we were first started dating, like, there would be times where she'd just be watching her movie and I'd just be playing a video game, just like that. There you go.
Actually, if it weren't for Soroban, we might not have gotten away.
Damn, he looks... Why can't we play as one of these guys?
'Twas my pleasure.
What? I mean, we have Rothgar. Why can't we be a turtle?
Yet I must ask, Soroban, why would you deceive the Sekisegumi to help us, foreigners of whom you know naught?
It would be too powerful. Turtle.
Why, out of the kindness of my heart, is what I would like to say, but my motives are not so pure. I chanced to witness your meeting with Hancock at the tavern and saw an opportunity.
We're trying to talk Yoshi P into it. Nice. He's in the other room building a Gundam model now since our kid's asleep. Stuff like that. Character skeletons don't fit most gear. Too many Donatellos and Raphaels. Yeah. That's the same for but for Lupins. At least he's honest. Yeah, I mean, I'm not against this guy. Everyone's here for themselves.
An opportunity.
Like many, I came to Kugane as a trader to make my fortune. Kojin of the Red may serve the Empire as mercenaries, but Kojin of the Blue walk a different path. Regretfully, most here would rather not meet our gaze, much less do business. So I seek the custom of those less predisposed to dismiss us outright, namely the East Aldenard Trading Company.
Okay, so he's here for business.
Quid pro quo, is it? Well, there is no denying that we owe you a debt. What say you, Hancock? Will you consider doing business with our entrepreneurial friend here?
Put him on the spot.
Rest assured, Master Soroban, that in matters of trade, the company does not discriminate. We would be honored
Meanwhile,
to hear
it's
your
just okay.
proposal.
Look, he ain't even breathing.
I promise you will not regret this, good sir.
His face not moving makes it feel like he's wearing a helmet. You know, like it makes it feel like he's wearing a helmet on there.
Ah, yes. You
He is
saw
out of the water.
passage across the Ruby Sea, did you not? I have a ship you can use.
That's kind of the point. I think that's what it is. Okay.
You do? Well then, far be it from us to refuse. You have our deepest thanks.
He looks like a Power Ranger villain. Power Ranger vibe, Power Ranger villain. Nino, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. This is Final Fantasy 14. Been playing it for, good God, guys, it's almost been a whole ass year. I've been playing since January. It has been almost a whole ass year of Final Fantasy 14. There you go. Nino, what did you think of Janther Wilds? Have you gotten to playing? And still in the free trial. Is the fish still on the ground? No, the fish is up off the ground. Someone point to the party that has the best sushi bar in town, and Namaza will tell you everything. Making the catfish sing. I like the name of this quest. The turtle's pretty cool. Saraban's pretty cool. I like him. I want to play him. I want to play it. I would be a turtle, I think. I would be okay with turtle. It's a PvE weapon at best. Yeah. I've been playing the Mesmer. Mesmer Spears is a lot of fun. Teenage Mutant Merchant Turtle. Getting geared for Dark Knight. Yes, level 62. I'm gonna be ready for the level 63 trial whenever that's coming. You're a common cutthroat. Yeah, so he was selling out the people who were trying to get out of Kugane to go to Doma. Oh, well, that's easy enough. Okay, so now we're just gonna pay for it. All right, so Hancock's about to bail him out of jail. Yeah. Her boots traumatized him. Yes, yes. I have to go and pick up Guild Wars 2 again. I ran a Ranger to max level back in the first expansion. Yeah, the first expansion was a little rough. Heart of Thorns was a little bit brutal because people were like, oh, the core game's too hard. So they were like, okay. And they turned it all the way up to like 10, 12. And a lot of people complained. They balanced it out, in my mind, in later expansions. But, woof, woof. It was fire right there for Heart of Thorns. All right, so we got to go get Go Setsu out of jail. We got to go bribe him. The giant catfish probably tastes good. Let Tartaru cook. Tartaru probably would. Absolutely. Absolutely. All this different travel. We're all over the place. Yeah, so I have I'm like 1 week essentially behind. So like this stream, this recap. Oh god. Tartaru is here. Everyone looking fashionable, as always. Waiting patiently. I do have to make a tier list. I do have to make a tier list for Heavensward. That's the only thing that I haven't done yet for Heavensward. But like I was talking about the transport and Siren Song C, which was the one that we did on Friday. Was it Friday? No, last Monday. Excuse me. And we did Siren Song C, and we're going all over the different places because we couldn't be in the vessels. And I was like, looking back at it, and it was like, it was so obvious that Captain Cavalier there was, in fact, House Durandare son. Like, it made so much more sense afterwards. I don't know why. All these different forms of travel. You know, NASA is sending out a ship into space, and it's supposed to be a sorry to aliens. They're calling it the Apollo G. That one was kind of forced. I'll be honest with you, I was trying to find a way to weave it in. Kind of forced. But the fact that you guys hate it, yeah, just meh. Couldn't find proper space for that joke. Sorry, I didn't really phase me at first. Sending Boeing a bill. What do you have to say?
Hello there.
Catja, thank you for grabbing a cup. I give as good as I get. I'm not the one to undermine the gravity situation. That one's pretty good. But all in all, I would say that perhaps your joke is running out of fuel. Nino, you've been here for 24 months. Good gracious. Oh wait, that's the end of this destination. Can we give it up for the man? I think actually, Nino, you may have been one of the first people to ever join my channel on a membership. You know, I legitimately believe that you may be one of the first ones. Thank you. Seriously, man, I'll give you that. Thank you very much for being on this journey with me. As recompensance, he would not be forced into a mandatorily max astrologian. There we go. That's a lot of coffee. Nino's been hanging around since God, like way back at the beginning of Guild Wars 2 days. I think you were here shortly after I got, like, I think it was like 1,000 or 2,000 subscribers. Like that was like right way back when. That was a long time ago, man. I'm glad to have you here. Thank you. You better stay in your orbit, man. That was a good one. Wait, why didn't that go? Oh, we gotta continue it. Far East are probably exchanging a lengthy pleasantries. They seems to be a correct way to do everything. Bribery has no expansion. Alright, so it's taken a while. Yeah, here's more to come. I appreciate it, buddy. Something's up. Where are the guards who were here at the front?
How about you?
That sounded like... What was that?
That was Gazetsu. I'm sure of it. He's in trouble.
Took some Benadryl earlier and making me sleepy. Night, Yuri. Yuri, you have a good night, all right? Get some sleep, get some good coffee tomorrow.
I suppose we should follow her then.
Yep, here we go, killing again. Oh, it's
Victory to the samurai!
It's a practice drill. Oh, okay. Goatsetsu.
How many is that now?
Came in way too
10
loud.
in
I
a
got to turn
row.
this down. Yes, you can be a cat person in Final Fantasy XIV.
Gazetsu.
Mikote.
Oh, this is a surprise. What in blue blazes are you three doing here?
I could ask you the same thing. We've been looking all over for you, and then I suddenly heard you screaming.
It would seem there has been a misunderstanding. Allow me to explain.
He's just doing his normal things. This is normal Goatsetsu activity.
In summary, you started a brawl with some off-duty Imperial soldiers and were subsequently arrested by the Sekisugumi, whom you somehow befriended and convinced to set you free if you could defeat a given number of them in single combat.
10 bouts for my freedom, aye. 'Tis but a pity you came too late to witness the last one. And with that, I'm free to go, yes?
Our word once given may not be broken, but we pray you make every effort to avoid future altercations. Circumstances notwithstanding, my lord, we are honored and grateful to have witnessed firsthand the skill of a Doma samurai.
Yeah, Gotsetsu put the police into their spot, into their place. Inclusion of Lady Rangers.
And we had just concluded negotiations. I gather my assistance was not required.
And casually, I see a neighborhood 7-Eleven, and Gotsetsu is like, the hell are you doing on the other side of the world? Oh, hey, we were just looking for you. Don't worry. The interaction with all three of them, that was actually really cool. They're all just like average Gosetsu things. I'm off to bed. I'll see if I can catch another stream later on. Brutal, you have a goose evening, a goose night, as it were. Get some good sleep. The least played were Hrothgar and Ellison. All right, so now we gotta go tell the Scion Squad what's going on. I always like when you guys stand here and you guys all are in your fashion and everything lined up and ready to go, because you guys always look like vaguely disappointed in me. Like you guys come in and it's like, the hell are you doing? That's the vibe. I know you guys are following along just to have fun, but you guys are always just like vaguely disappointed. Like, really? Really? This is where we find you? After all we've been through? That's what it feels like. It's just a feeling. That's just a feeling. I appreciate that you guys are here, even though you guys are judging the hell out of me. We're waiting for the next trial. Fashion or I dress up like a freak. There's no in between. Is he telling yet another dad joke? No, like legitimately, it's just, that was just me making a statement about what I was seeing from you guys. Oh, hey, look, the fish friend is alive. Well, where's Yugiri? Lord Hein is the heir to Doma's throne and our master. His was a passionate voice for the cause of the Doman liberation, and when we learned of the Emperor's death, it only grew louder. Highlander for life. Did you see the new Sonic movie trailer? I haven't. Hein. Hien. Sorry, guys. I read it the first way, and that's where it's like internalized. You guys can try to say Hien. It's gonna be Heine. Witchy? What? Lord Honey? No, it's not. Heine is a dad. I've been saying the Rodigan name wrong for years. Well, it was actually funny. It's because I kept calling Xenos like Xena. I was like, haha, Xena, until like literally I was gonna be like, my first thought, and I stopped myself so it would lose its immediate shock effect, was that he broke his sword across my ass. And there are so many different ways from Sunday that sounds bad. So I will simply say he completely curb stomped my face. We got text to read. The Xenos lovers. There's no other, like, see, this is where experience has called me. Phrasing and just like the way that I actually have to say things. Just very, very careful and that kind of thing. But hey, we were focusing on Lord Heine. There you go. Yatsuyu is black-hearted villainess who delights in the torment of the people. There is naught she wouldn't do to further pursuit of Lord Heine. Into the fine grind. Assigns his soldier tasks best suits to them. As you of all people should know, you are very good at espionage and intrigue. For we must serve in each in our own way. There we go. Live caffeine fix. Look at that. STG. If you come up with a stupid nickname for a redacted next act, I will be mad. So here's the thing about stupidity and me. There's a good chance that I'm doing it without realizing that I'm actually doing it. I'm just saying. There's a good chance that I'll come up with a funny name. If someone has a funny character name, I will remember it. Okay, so here's a perfect example. The captain who took us across the sea from Limsa to, Kugane, right? That captain. His name is Captain Cavalier, or Captain Carnival. I think I call him Captain Carnival in the video. Just saying. Challenge accepted. But not Yatsuyu. I can when I want to get names right. I actually did take Japanese in high school. Took 2 years of it, barely passed any of it. I remember like 2 lines, and I think I've talked about it on stream. Like, I think I've only ever remembered like 2 lines out of 2 years worth of Japanese, and it's like, oh, namae wa nan desu ka? Like, what is your name? And be like, namae, I'm drawing a blank here, and then the long one, which is, it makes it sound like I know what I'm saying. You say it very fast and you point. It's a lot of body language, and it really gets the point across. You say, sorry masen ga hita wa nan desu ka? You say it very, very fast, and you get that flow. It's like, oh, heavens, this person knows Japanese, and he's speaking. Wow, that's really, really cool. Really, all I said was, excuse me, who was that person over there? But I got that line down so well that people just, I let the thoughts run. I know nothing of the Japanese. Nothing. There you go. Those are my 2 lines. Thank you for attending my TED Talk. All right, we are off. We are off to the lands of Doma, and everyone's a samurai here. I only have my cool, like, little victory stuff as a black mage, ready for the magics. It's like the Family Guy bit who's about speaking Spanish. It's exactly what it is. Like, it is absolutely 100% that bit. Do that one clip from Scary Movie if you know. That movie is so stupid, but it's like one of those things that you can just watch with your brain turned off, you know? Summer Ninjas, yes. After you, my shelled friend. Wow, that's kind of... Okay, if he's cool with it, whatever. People of culture, then. It's a big ass map. Yep, we didn't make it across the sea. I knew we were going to deal with the Ruby Raiders, the Red Riders of the Crimson Waves. I knew something was going to happen. Superior in general. Ah, yes, people of culture then. Can't be my twirly whirlies.
I remember the water. How it turned crimson in the morning sun.
What the hell is that? Are you ready to swim? They just wear turtle shells that they find. That doesn't look foreboding.
A shimmering sea of rubies, stretching from horizon to horizon. You could almost believe it went on forever.
They came.
But beyond that red expanse lay a land in turmoil. On the shores of Othard, our Doman brothers struggled in vain.
Boy, that's a big tower. It just keeps going. That's a big ass tower. What is it? Where's the Aetherite? Is there an Aetherite? There's not. Heaven on high. Deep dungeon. Stormblood version of Palace of the Dead. Oh, I'm sorry. I was hoping to get to that line for you. What achievement was that? Is it just getting to once more into the Ruby Sea? Oh, okay. It's just doing it. Okay. One does not simply cross the Ruby Sea. Okay, so now we get to go meet some more pirates. It doesn't look all that far, but it's like she's just gonna go run off and go swimming, isn't she? Oh, we're just gonna go swimming. Hey, the teeth. Oh, she's literally just out in the water. Wait, hold on. I love this. Watch. She's just out in the freaking water. What is this? Salmon race? No, not yet. I gotta finish this boss to get a Stinian, terribly matched, neat beachcomber glam. What the hell are we doing here? It is relaxing, I will give that. It's just trying to be buoyant. Oh boy, I wish I could fly. Nope, gotta run very slowly. First air quote Asian zone. Swim. Alpha Note swims like a hammer. So he's okay, I don't know why I had to read that in. I was like, so he sinks, right? He sinks? Whoa. That's a really cool, like, building. Damn it. Building in the distance. I cannot pilot this damn wolf to save my life. More like an anvil. Welcome to the Ruby Sea. I want the T-Rex mount. Yeah. Like there's a whole bunch of really cool mounts in this game. There's actually a lot. And a lot of them don't seem all that difficult to get. Like especially if you're past the level of what it's at. Like I know there's wings for Dawn Trail, and there's a lot of people who really like the wings. They really want the wings. Tolerance. I have over 200. Most of them are cool. We have to pay triple the cost. Well, remember the Garlic Bread Empire is the enemy of these guys, so what can we do as the Warrior of Light? Guess what? We can go and kill some of these guys. It makes so much sense. Just throw the Warrior of Light at it, call it a day. We're just kind of there. Look, you mean this mount? This T-Rex mount? There's a bear with a Christmas hat on. There's an actual dragon. There's wings. There's an egg. When you leave and Garlemald sends more troops. Well, apparently it's been everyone for themselves. That's the running knowledge. It's not the hero thing to do, but it's just the working knowledge. All right, let's see. Southeast. Oh, was it up there? It was up there. Okay, we'll get that one later. I'm gonna move on with this quest because we're about to pass through an active volcano. That is an active volcano. Whoa, check this out. I wonder what like, can you actually die from the fire damage in here? Probably not. Right, it'll probably bar you off. Is that a fire crab? That is a fire crab. That is literally a crab of fire. Oh yeah, see, it won't let you in. You can't unalive yourself via lava. You can't go out the Anakin Skywalker way. Okay, all right. This is interesting, at least to go and check out. As crabs, yes, volcano crabs, as it were. How crazy would it be if they actually implemented like elemental resistance in here? Like as a black mage, me casting fire spells does nothing to them because they're immune to fire. But like casting, you know, Blizzard deals 4x the damage or something crazy, you know? Oh, they did. They used to. Okay, all right. That's interesting. Okay, here. But if you like that, here's a zone for you. Semi-permanent, and they picked it up. They picked at level up. And they took it out because it was bad. Yeah. It would be weird if they had it. Nod. The red Kugane.
Gentlemen, I'm told you are most unreceptive to my associate's requests. I realize you do not look kindly on the Confederacy and her ways, but if you refuse to pay the ruby tithe, your safety in these waters cannot be assured.
Spare me your concern, pirate. Your feeble attempts at extortion will not work on us.
You heard him, he says he wants to do it. Yeah. Red and Kugane of blue or green. Yes, yes.
You remain at large because we allow it. Because you are such insignificant little pests that we see no need to swat you. But if you wish to risk the ire of the Viceroy, by all means, fire upon an Imperial vessel. Give us a reason to bring the full might of the Garlean Empire to bear against your pathetic fleet.
Oh, these guys, they're so gonna join in with us. The Confederacy. Don't do it.
Gentlemen, surely the fact that you have such limitless resources at your disposal gives you all the more reason to spare some few coins for the less fortunate.
All talk, just as I thought. Come, let us away. I have no time for this rubbish.
It's a swing first situation. Oh, the guy in the back is steering it. I was like, did they just like think about it and will the boat forward? I've been doing it on and off and I have yet to leave 1-0. RX Seagard, thank you for joining in. You guys got the mugs, go ahead and send them up.
Savages to be ruled or slaughtered.
They've always balked at paying the ruby tithe, but they were never so eager to pick a fight. The problem, you see, is that many of my comrades in the Confederacy are of Doman descent, and the acting Viceroy, well, she's none too fond of Doman.
Kind of broke, I can toss to encourage you. Auric, I appreciate it, but legitimately all I ever ask is that if you guys want to show me support, the only thing that, the best thing, the easiest thing that you can do is just watch my videos, watch the stream, interact, yell at me, tell me when I'm doing things wrong. Everyone judge me. I'm on YouTube, hence the judging. Makes sense, but I am appreciative of it. Sleepy. If I remember correctly, there was an antiquated Japanese, either no separate word for green or blue, and the two were the same word, so it was not uncommon to find things in this Japanese media. I feel like it's a lot of way that green lights are actually blue, too. Is the Viceroy allowed on YouTube? I don't know. Writer, Jack, I appreciate you as well. Go ahead and throw out a mug if you guys got them. There you go. And good God, guys. I appreciate it, but still not great at receiving presents. You guys got the mugs, all the new Caffeinated cult members. Go ahead and toss out your mugs if you got them. Thank you very much. I'm greatly appreciative of you guys.
If we take any action to hinder the safe passage of an Imperial vessel, she'll accuse us of attempting to foment rebellion and brand us enemies of the Empire, which we can ill afford to be.
Just say thank you.
Like
thank
the man
you.
said, we're all talk.
All the new members. Welcome in, welcome in. Caffeinated, we'll say emotes are in the works. I currently have Cernix out for the Papa Meow thinking emote. We're gonna go for there. That's gonna be the one that we have. It's just me from having joy from welcoming a new member of the family today, Ratolia. That's awesome. If I may, what's the relationship? I'm curious. I'm curious. Niece, awesome. I love it. I come from a big family. I like big families. I like having, you know, like my wife and I have, you know, our 3 kids, but my sister has 5. My older sister is a part of, she has, I think, 5 kids. I think 5. I don't know. I don't talk to her that often. I don't see her that often, but I'm just going to say that. Lots of family, huge family. Love it. Welcome in, Ratolia. I'm so glad to hear that. Also, can someone help me out with the name of the person who just grabbed a cup?
And where did the Kugane stand in all this?
Please, I want to try at least get it right.
With the winning side, of course. They're mercenaries to a fault, eager to offer their services without coercion. The Shellback could tell you more, though something tells me he would rather not.
Barugingo. Barugingo, thank you. Welcome in. Oh, our Kojin buddy just completely left.
I don't understand. If the Garleans are causing the Confederacy this much trouble, and if so many of you are Doman to begin with, why aren't you willing to fight back?
Congratulations, Rotolia.
Spoken like a true friend of the Doman Liberation Front. If you're planning to rouse us with noble words and grand promises, don't bother. We all know what the Imperial Army can do. Compared to them, we're boys with boats. Besides, what ties a man may once have held to his home are forsaken upon joining the Confederacy. We look out for none but our own.
Yeah, Alisaie's right.
Be that as it may, our livelihood is under threat. And the captain will need to decide soon whether we're to go down in a blaze of glory, or bow and scrape for crumbs from the Emperor's table.
Brother and his wife have 13, some together and some from previous relationships. Good gracious, that's a lot! That is a lot of kids!
All while our friend the Viceroy continues her purge of Doma's radical elements. I believe she's holding court in one of the fishing villages even as we speak.
That she-devil! Her perfidy knows no bounds!
Damn, dude, turn off the caps
She
lock.
must be stopped! Come, let us find Soroban and put us here at once!
Tell the others that these ones have paid. We all have places to be.
First kid of this generation too, it's gonna be interesting. I remember when my sister had her first kid. It was my nephew, and I tell you, that boy is like without a doubt, it was one of those things that it took me a minute to realize the role of playing it as an uncle. And I wasn't like just immediately the best at it. I'll be the first one to admit it, but I can't imagine anything other than having my buddy. And I say, and he's my buddy. He always gives me like the biggest hug, and he's like one of those like just kind of like boys who's just kind of like shy. And I love the kid to death. Love him. He always comes over, and every time that we see him, he always comes over to my wife and I and gives us a big hug, and it's like talks about school, and he talks about how he's like hanging out with a girl, and he's like, I think we're boyfriend and girlfriend. I don't know. And it's like he's just genuinely a nice kid. You know, it's like one of those. Does your nephew call you caffeinated uncle? No. Actually, from a long time ago, I had the nickname, as I mentioned earlier, that I was kind of heavier set. If you guys believe, like my freshman year of college, I was like 270 pounds. I was fairly large, and I was fairly large for most of my life. He called me the nickname that my mom gave me, which was Bubba. I would get the nickname Bubba. Thank you for attending my TED Talk. Hefty. It was extra caffeinated. Alright, so he ran, Kojin ran, our Kojin buddy ran. Galactic's over here to kick some butt as a monk. Alright, well, this will actually be a good opportunity to go get that, southeast, we gotta go that way. So you're Bubba T? You called me Bubba T. That's terrible. I don't know if I like that or not. Can you click your tongue on the roof of your mouth? Yeah, I think so. Pint size currently like 230. And see, and it's like I've actually realized as I've like you know, weight has gone up and down in my life. I've realized more that it's about like the body composition and just like how healthy your body is versus the actual number, you know? Like that's one of the big things that I've noticed in my adulthood life is like it matters less about the actual number and more about the actual like health of the person. which makes it sign of nickname sticks. Well, the nickname I never really took offense to, I'll be honest with you. I never even thought about it like that. It's just always what my mom called me, even from when I was a little kid, so. Galactic, I don't like it. He asked me, what do you think if I sprint at you like this? Oh no, I got caught. I lost him. Where'd he go? I love this ability. Okay, there you go. Only 150 is. Yeah, for sure. I'm like 5'2", and there are residents at work who are lighter than me, but look heavier. So my education was mainly in physiology and what I went to school for and all that. What I found out was that there are even people who were like within the correct BMI. BMI, I think, is atrocious, by the way. Who were in the correct BMI range, but like their blood metrics were horrendous. You know, like they were within the weight range, so the height compared to the weight, but then they're, you know, they had dyslipidemia, they had hypertension, they had, you know, their glucose was through the roof, pre-diabetic and all that. And it's like, well, I'm the correct weight. And it's like, that doesn't mean health just because you're in that weight. Like that's what I really try to stress to people. And I, for one, even now I'm like 200 pounds. I know that I'm 200 pounds and my BMI says that I'm obese. So just saying, outdated and subjective. Horrible health and great BMI with Atkins, keto, and South Beach. I can't do it anymore. Can't do it. Can't do any of those anymore, right? I had the fact that I weigh 206, but the doctor scale won't let me. It's funny is because I look at it in the same way is that, like, I know that my body type is going to be a little bit bigger, and as such, all three of my daughters have a bigger frame and bigger body, but I look at it as like, how much do they move? You know, what's the quality of the food that they're eating? And it's like, are they getting enough sleep? The 1, 2, 3 for physical health in my mind is always going to be sleeping, eating, and exercising. You do those 3, you're good to go. There's my official TED Talk and my stance on it. There you go. We're also still getting all the fending stuff because we're going to get ready to do this level 63 trial that's coming up. If you add muscle, you can always show up as overweight and obese. Yeah, like especially if you're shorter. Absolutely. Munch on Wrath Games is solo challenge. He's just past where you are in the MSQ, but supercuts of the videos are like 8 hours of A Realm Reborn and Heaven's Word combined. As long as you don't feel, as long as you feel good and you don't have significant health problems, yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. And I try to always keep that in mind too. It's like everyone's gonna have different shapes and such like that. But coming from my background, it's like as long as you are within like in good health and you're like disease free, like people are gonna look like people. It's just as plain and neutral as it can be. And I think the idea of fitting into one like specific zone is just unfeasible for a lot of people. Like, for example, my BMI says that I need to be 70 pounds less. I don't know where they're going to get the 70 pounds, but they said I should be 70 pounds less. There you go. Muscle is denser than fat. Yes, muscle is denser than fat, but BMI doesn't account for muscle mass compared to fat mass. Unfortunately, you would need to get like a bioimpedance device or like I mean, there's a bunch of different ways you can do underwater weighing, which is kind of weird. I never liked underwater weighing. All right, we are on our way. I guess stop eating, cut off. Yeah, no. Based on hokey and disproven stuff. Yep. Higher, so I'll never be my healthy weight. I just try to take care of myself and ignore that. Yep. As long as I feel good and don't have significant, is all I have to say on that right now. Yep. in the military that looking good and being healthy are two entire things. Absolutely, Jack. Abso-friggin-lutely. I really do try to stress that it's like, if you look at it in that regard, where like you're it's like, I'm coming for you. I was like, I just see him dashing at me. Looking healthy and being healthy are two different things, and I will always view them as such. Because a lot of the times looking healthy is usually not healthy, or looking good is usually not healthy for humans. My dad. All right, so I'm gonna get to the rest of the MSQ. I know, but you guys inspired a tangent talking about my old man. So my dad told me this one time. He was mentioning, you know, kind of like what our people are, and he said our people, like my family and all that. And he said the reason that we are the way that we are, and the reason that we have survived for so long into this, you know, this generation, is because we are larger. When like we have children, our children are larger, they are bigger, and that means that they were more likely than the skinnier folk to survive the winters. And guess what? They did, and we prospered. And that's how my dad told me about like my family history. He was like, we were just too chunky to die. It's like, and I put that into perspective. I was like, son of a bitch. All right, he's kind of right. I mean, he's not wrong, right? We survived the winters, I guess. I had to stop eating when I'm bored, and I only actually eat when I'm hungry. Yeah, that's a big one too. That intermittent fasting has been great for me. Like, I haven't eaten anything since 4 p.m. today, and I probably won't eat anything until about like 2 p.m. tomorrow. Professional football bar, hell yeah, you'll lose so much. Well, professional football, hot damn. I will never forget how much better I was treated when I was actively struggling with an ED. Tax fraud, could you explain that to me? ED, or that acronym? A lot of beauty standards can be blamed on tuberculosis norms. Good God. Eating disorder. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Okay, all right. Unrelated note, I saw a 4Hims commercial earlier today, and they talked about ED, and that was a different ED, and that's where I was like, I just needed elaboration. Thank you. It's funny, because my oldest sister actually has struggled with that for a while. I'm just, listen, I will be honest with y'all. That's why I wanted the elaboration, and I wanted to keep it like on par so that we're talking about the same thing. My oldest sister dealt with eating disorder for a large portion of her life, and it is usually just because of like unmanaged trauma that had happened to her, and then there was like just and food was her escape, and that was something. But I can see that. Because, like, I will note that there were a lot of people in, like, her life. Not only, like, my parents did the best they could, but, you know, they didn't know really how to best help her. But it was interesting because there was that different interaction. People actually interacted differently with her, which was, I never understood that as a kid growing up and seeing her go through that. So I can say, yeah, I can somewhat understand that. Probably not to the degree, sans typo, that you experience, but I can understand from the outside. Intermittent fasting, when someone explained it in hunting gathering days, you need to wake up and actually catch your food. Yeah, absolutely. Do I have to swim across the water again? No, I don't. Yeah, right? Until like later in the day and our bodies just could operate that way. Well, and it's like I've heard that the reason that like breakfast is such a big deal is because they made a very big push for breakfast meats way back in like the 30s because they need to make sales or something. And it was like a long-winded story that has just constantly evolved that you need to break your fast, break fast, like right there at the beginning of the day, early in the morning. And that's just I've always got like eaten it even if I wasn't hungry. That was in Pint Size. I saw you talking about that that earlier, where it's like you were forced to clean your plate or clear your plate. That was kind of the life that I had too. And it's like, all right, well, here's the food. I got to eat it. And it's like, even if it was first thing in the morning, like, you know, like we didn't even think about it. Like, okay, you have a stack of pancakes. That's your breakfast, right? Like never, eggs are bad for you. Remember, over 100 years ago, we worked from dawn till dusk. That is true. So we burned a lot of calories. We're invented to stop the horn. Wait, what? Behind the standard, yeah, standard American diet. Wait, hold on. I just want to gain 1,000 pounds via an armored exoskeleton made out of titanium steel so I can crush cars and... Wait, what are we talking about? I did not actually know that. Were invented to be as bland as possible. This needs further elaboration. I did not know this about cornflakes. Phoenix is on a thing. What? All aboard. Diamond engagement, wedding rings, or social experiments pushed by De Beers. Oh, we're getting into that Kellogg. Into Kellogg. Bland cereal supposedly not want their alone time. What the hell is this? No, there's you guys are effing with me. There is no way. I don't believe this. I don't believe this in no way, shape, or form. There's no way that they can make cornflakes specifically to stop the giggle time. Like I was trying to think of a better name. Giggle time was all I ran out. I'm running on fumes right now. It's alone time. The guy was crazy. Holy shit. John Harvey Kellogg. He is weird. Okay. All right. I thought he could stop me making morning. All right. He's in a sanitarium. Kellogg was a real fruitcake. Okay. Frosted Flakes came out. All right. So, and I'm sure there's a meme that you guys have seen the meme, and it made me think, because you guys were like, stop the horny, stop the alone time, giggle time, whatever you want to call it. The meme was there's this husband and this wife, and they're sitting next to each other, and they abstain from sex. They abstain from, you know, the special time for themselves. So they sit there, and the wife is sitting there, and she's like, oh, I take a cold shower to get me out of the mood. And the husband's like, I eat a whole raw potato to get me out of the mood. And it's like, oh my God. You remember it? Like, just imagine just like nomming on a whole raw uncooked potato. Like, that is a level, like, my man is struggling. He is struggling hardcore. But like the way he said it, he was like, I sometimes just have to eat a raw potato to get me out of the mood. And it's like there was so much pain in this dude's voice. Oh man. Oh my God. Earth. Road to Wellville. Holy crap. John Kellogg's odd prescription. All right, I'm gonna have to research this, and this will definitely be a mention in the MSQ recap. Dietary advice on the late 19th century, discouraging meat eating, but not empathetically so. His development of a bland diet was driven on part by the Adventist goal of reducing sexual stimuli. Just rather eat the damn potato. Curious. You saying we never come up with this? I like legitimately, and it's partly I feel like I say it because I'm kind of hoping that you guys are like, oh, we're just messing with Calf here. We're just no. And then you guys start like bringing out quoted texts, like empirical information, and be like, oh no, we're gonna fix this. We're gonna fix this. Good God. M&Ms were made for World War II. Wait, why were they made for World War II? Good God. This food Kellogg also tended to be bland, and in this, Kellogg followed the teachings of E.G. White and Sylvester Graham, who recommended a diet of bland foods. Melt in your mouth, not in your hands. Chocolate rations. Bland foods to minimize my energy snack. Definitely a good watch. So the soldiers can take them on the without chocolate melting. Ah, okay. All right, that makes more sense. Oh, did I get to a place? I am. It's still the Ruby Sea, I guess. By Juan Taco. Bland, lacks nutritious value. Yeah, that's true. Juan Taco, new channel, Caffeinated History. It's like Caffeinated Dad reacting to history, because it's like it changes everything, and it's like I used to love Kellogg's growing up, like, and now I loved Kellogg's, and now it kind of actually makes sense that I didn't end up having my first girlfriend until I was like 20, and then I stopped eating Kellogg's around that point. Okay, we're here with a turtle. I'm having like a crisis over here, guys. Espresso. I was just eating Kellogg's because my family bought the Kellogg's. I didn't know what it was originally for. Oh, it's Kellogg's. Let's eat the happy stuff. Jesus, guys. One stream is all I ask for. Something happens that doesn't change my life. Still haven't ever had a girlfriend. Well, stop eating Kellogg's, apparently. That's the thing. That's how you get out of that. You stop eating the damn Kellogg's. Just don't react to Quaker Oats and messed up studies. I'll post a link for the government cheese tunnels in Discord. That's a hard ask. Don't ask for the impossible. Modern cornflakes are fully removed from that original goal. Good God. No, I feel like that's like one of those like D's nuts jokes. Diogenes. No, I'm not going for that one. You can explain it, but I'm not falling for that one. I'm gonna like talk to my wife tomorrow. I'm gonna talk to my wife and be like, don't eat the Kellogg's. Don't eat the Kellogg's. Eat a potato if you have to, but don't eat the Kellogg's. It's like, no, they're supposed to throw out the Kellogg's. We're going to finish up post to Ron Reborn stuff. Sean Douglas, welcome in, buddy. Hope you're having fun. We're trying to figure out what the hell is going on right now. Nod. Curious. Tank vehicles became a thing. Hold on. Add boilers to British soldiers' tanks because they couldn't go without their tea and would climb out to make it. Yes, I did hear about that one. But what is but for? Prometheus hot take. And back to the MSQ. But for the grace of God, I go. You an article for the Kellogg things? Oh, God. Your wife is going to ban you from streaming if you do. I'm going to be, like, talking about a whole bunch of weird stuff, and she's like, you know how much... We have a lot of housework to get to tomorrow. And she's like, you know how much housework we have within, like... And it's only tomorrow that we really have. Sunday we have obligations, but it's like, we have housework tomorrow. We go church... We're going to go to church in the evening. And it's like, I can't even... What the hell was I talking about last night? Oh, God. Writing an anti... Oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah, thanks for the gift and membership. Said ceruleum on the breeze, which usually means that there's garlic bread soldiers nearby. Yep. These guys in their shorts.
Even accounting for the rebellion, such indiscriminate shows of force seem pointlessly excessive.
If only you knew how commonplace such scenes have become. Are we too late?
Yeah, that guy was bonkers. Oof.
Over there, someone's coming.
Oh my god, it's Names Day. Is that Yatsetsu?
It is she, sworn enemy of Doma, of my master, the traitor who
Yatsuyu,
sold
excuse me,
homeland to
Yatsuyu.
the Garleans. Yatsuyu.
Yatsuyu.
The Viceroy herself. And look behind her. Isn't that...
Fucking Names Day. How many people look at her and be like, I can fix her?
Squalor everywhere I look. How very Doman. What I wouldn't do for a drink. Come now. You've no reason to look so afraid. You have lived through a quarter of a century of Garlean rule, remember?
With prep time, I prefer the ginger. Too many points up. Exactly, as far too many. I'd be like, she came out there.
Tis better to bend
that outfit,
with the
the
wind
neck
than
braces,
stand tall and be broken. Therein lies hope. Therein lies freedom.
How many times do we have to teach this guy his lesson? I mean, look, he's still wearing blush and eyeliner. I'm just saying. She's way too dumb to fix. Well, I don't think that there's some people here who would be looking at her and be like, you know, I'm not into that. I'm sure there's quite a few people who are like, I'm into that.
I come before you today seeking affirmation. A heartfelt declaration. You are free to answer me as you see fit, yet even the least among you should know the correct response.
I'm in love with the tyrant. Bend with the wind and then stand tall and be broken. Therein lies hope. Therein lies freedom. Well, what's it? I heard, I can't remember which nationality it was. I want to say it's an Egyptian saying. And it talks about reeds in the water. And it's like the stiff reed will be broken by the current of the water. The reed is the strongest when it goes with the flow of the water. And I'm paraphrasing, of course, but it's something to that effect. You know?
A resident of your village, one of your neighbors, mayhap your friend, was detained by the Kugane this morning. They say he was attempting to flee to Kugane. But we both know that simply isn't true, don't we? Have you anything to say? Bit slow, this one. Is there anyone more sensible among you? Have any of you anything to say? To swear?
My lady, I swear to serve the Empire, to do whatever is asked of me, and never disobey.
Well said, that man. Of course, it wouldn't do to simply take you at your word.
Where was that? Where was that pistol? Oh no.
Kill him. Surely you can do that much. He must be guilty of something or other, or he wouldn't have attempted to flee the Empire.
There's a good chance every one of these domans are going to die, and there's a pistol and then the Empress right there. You're seeing... I mean... like, 2 and 2 together. There's a gun here. Look at those psycho eyes.
I have a family. Kami, forgive me. Kami, forgive me.
The target was right there.
Oh, very, very good. I've always had a soft spot for men like you. Next, I want you to shoot those two over there. Too old to work, you understand. A burden on the Empire. We can't have that.
Oh, come on. Just take a shot at her.
But they're my parents. You can't expect me to...
Just following orders. Finally, he's got some sense. Oh, Gotsetsu's getting angry. I can sense it. You saw, he'd never gotten that shot off.
Stop and think for a moment. If you go charging in now, every one of those villages is as good as dead.
No. Impulsive anger. Gotsetsu stood up.
If we act recklessly, we risk alerting the Garleans to our presence here, making it that much harder for us to work with the local rebels. To say nothing of the reprisals ordinary civilians would be made to suffer.
I hate that she's right.
Open your eyes, girl. They are already suffering. Let me go. I am putting an end to this madness. I will approach the village alone and identify myself as a former leader of the rebellion and a known fugitive. They will wish to detain me until they are certain they have learned all I know. Use this time to make your plans.
You saw what those monsters did to the villagers. Who knows what they'll do to you, assuming they don't kill you where you stand.
We live and die at the pleasure of the Kami. My fate is in their hands and no others. If it be of any comfort, I am no stranger to chains.
You can't expect us to stand idly by as a comrade goes marching off to his death. And this is nothing like Kugane.
She's not wrong.
Nor is it like the Reach, Lise, or the Wall. Let him go. Hold out for as long as you can, but remember, noble sacrifices are to remain an absolute last resort. I wish I could say it won't come to that, but only the gods know how we're going to get you and the others out in one piece. A miracle, perchance.
He's so throated. I mean, goated. I'm a man. Calf Dad is watching. I can't back down now.
A great tower stands to the north and east. Look to its occupants for aid and succor. Together, you may yet find your miracle. Now, leave this place. I must go.
Okay, I kind of want to see what happens.
Oh. Another idiot like all the rest. I'm beginning to think it may be something fundamental. Something intrinsic. Something quintessentially Doman to ignore the simple truth.
Instant cast the fire
you
for.
can't do a damn thing if you're dead.
Enough, Yotsuyu!
Look at his stupid face. I hate this dude so much.
Well now, this is a surprise.
Hear me, Yotsuyu! Cease this farce, here and now! and I shall surrender myself to you. Refuse, and all shall answer to my blade.
That looks like one hell of a jumping puzzle. I'm just saying.
Bring him to the tavern.
How? They just kind of like stood there for a second. We're like, how? Oh, that was cool. Well then. Alrighty, so this kind of just went sideways. She cast gun. She wasn't nice. Alright, so it's interesting actually to see her in comparison to the Viceroy that Xenos is, because they both seem like they're just kind of bored. They're bored emperors, right? Like, maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just an outsider's point of view, but they always just seem like they're uninterested. They're just looking for entertainment. Did I not just see what you did? No, I did not. I was monologuing. I was looking at the camera. I will say that this was actually a lot of fun getting to this point, and it is midnight. I am going to call a stream here. It was interesting getting to this point, especially because it was basically just a bunch of running around. There was one instance, there was that one duty where I got to be Solid Snake for about 20 minutes. But I'm just saying, you went charging in. I didn't see you. I'm standing right here. I don't know where you were. Okay, Galactic wants to show us. Bye, Galactic. Bye, Galactic. And he's gone. I'm sure he'll be fine. He knows what he's doing. So, yeah, it's actually really interesting. And when I have more brain power, I'm actually gonna sit back and review a lot of this and talk about it. But I will say that I actually really did like the setup of the story. I know that there's some people who've said thus far that, you know, like, oh, Stormblood's a little bit of a slog. The story just doesn't really hit. I'm actually kind of enjoying it because it's more of the storytelling, right? In my mind, it's more the storytelling and the build up to something later. And I feel like that's something really, really important. You're a blue mage and you went, he turned blue mage and then he went and blew himself up. Just saying. Shows you what you can do. Stormblood shows you what you can't do. Got it. I do want to give a shout out to all you guys for hanging out. It was a good stream. Got a lot of stuff done. Got a lot of shenanigans done tonight. Made a lot of progress. We are getting ever closer to whatever this level 63 trial is. Viscerolf has already asked for a spot there a while ago, but Viscerolf, you got that, don't you worry. I want to give a shout out to all the wonderful members of the channel who are helping me along this journey, becoming a full-time content creator. Greatly appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Also shout out to Vernacular and Ratolia for the gifted memberships. I am very appreciative of you guys for that. Marie for the donation, as well as Nino being here for 23 months, nearly 2 years. That is ridiculous, Nino. Thank you. Oryx, Seaguard, and Jack, I appreciate both you guys joining into the cult. You guys now have coffee mug so that you can throw all over the place. It's kind of the fun, but yeah. No, it was a good stream. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for hanging out, laughing along, and we're getting there. We're making our progress, so I'm excited. No videos over the weekend. Fresh videos come out on Monday through Friday. That is the goal, but aside from that, ladies and gentlemen, stay caffeinated, folks. Even learning about Kellogg's, I have to say, before the Kellogg's, I didn't know, but now I know. Thank you for that. Good night.